Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, still half asleep in a quiet bedroom. You stretch, sit up, and reach for your phone like you do every day. At first, everything feels normal. You smile and tap the screen, but then you notice something strange. There is no Wi-Fi signal at all. You turn on mobile data. Still nothing. Not even one signal bar. You open a streaming app, but the screen just keeps loading forever. You try a short video app. It shows only a connection warning. You try a photo sharing app. Same result, no connection at all. Now you look confused. Maybe it is just your phone, you think. But then you look outside and realize the problem is much bigger than your room, bigger than your city. Outside, thousands of people are holding phones and looking just as confused as you are. People unplug routers, plug them back in, restart everything, and hope the signal returns. But the routers only blink red, warning everyone that something is seriously wrong. Some people call their internet provider. Others hear the news through old-fashioned phone calls and radio broadcasts. Call centers become overloaded almost immediately, with phones ringing nonstop and workers overwhelmed. Office workers stare at error screens because they cannot log into their company systems. Students cannot join online classes, even after refreshing again and again. Streamers sit in front of cameras, but their audience has disappeared, at least for now. Gamers press every button, but the servers are offline and nothing responds. A world map fills with warnings. The internet is down everywhere for 24 hours. So what would happen? In the first hour, confusion spreads faster than any online post ever could. At a checkout counter, a payment terminal rejects every digital payment again and again. Cashiers apologize, but there is nothing they can do. The system simply will not connect. People begin forming long lines at ATMs, hoping to get cash before stores run out of patience. But some ATMs also fail, because modern banking depends on hidden digital networks too. Now people rush to buy food, water, and basic supplies because nobody knows how long this will last. Delivery trucks stop because drivers cannot receive updated routes or confirm new orders. In warehouses, workers cannot track packages, scan boxes properly, or update inventory systems. At ports, cargo ships wait while digital logistics systems slow down and schedules become uncertain. At airports, passengers wait as schedules, check-in systems, and communication channels become harder to manage. Financial markets shake, red charts drop, and traders watch billions of dollars freeze in place. Business leaders panic as transactions are delayed and clients become almost impossible to reach. The modern economy is like a giant machine, and the internet is one of its main power lines. A box needs a scanner, the scanner needs a database, and the database needs a network. When the network disappears, the chain cracks. Across the city, red warnings appear, businesses slow down, and everyone realizes this is serious. But the economy is only one part of the story. Everyday life changes too. You want to order food, but the delivery app cannot connect, so dinner becomes your problem again. You want to book a ride, but the ride app shows an error and no driver arrives. You open a map, but it stays stuck on loading, with no route and no answer. Without GPS, even familiar streets can suddenly feel confusing, especially in a busy city. You try to check email, message a friend, upload a file, or join a meeting. But every inbox, work screen, and cloud tool shows another error symbol. Some people keep unlocking their phones, even though they already know nothing has changed. Others refresh social feeds again and again, not because it helps, but because it has become a habit. Friends sit together in silence, unsure what to do without endless feeds, short videos, and notifications. Many people realize they do not even remember important phone numbers anymore, because everything is saved in their contacts. An empty hour starts to feel strangely long when there is no scrolling to fill it. For some, the quiet becomes uncomfortable, even lonely, because the phone is still there, but the world inside it is gone. People feel anxious because the online world has become part of their reflexes, not just their routine. That is the uncomfortable truth. We do not just use the internet, we lean on it for almost everything. But then something unexpected happens. After the panic, frustration, and boredom, the world gets quieter. No endless alerts, no trending topics, No comment sections. No pressure to reply instantly. Children go outside because their screens have nothing left to offer, and the real world suddenly looks interesting again. Friends meet face to face and play games around a real table instead of sending quick messages. Couples sit together and watch the sunset without checking notifications under the table. People walk through parks, look around, and actually talk to each other without being pulled away every few seconds. Neighbors gather outside, cook together, and remember what community feels like when nobody is distracted. Kids ride bikes on sunny streets instead of scrolling indoors, and the day starts to feel slower. Some people smile and put their phones away for the first time in hours. Maybe losing the internet for one day would not be entirely bad. Maybe it would remind us of something. Then, after 24 long hours, one phone lights up. The signal returns. Seconds later, hundreds of notifications burst onto the screen, all demanding attention at once. Messages, emails, likes, missed calls, and social updates flood back all at the same time. People cheer in the streets because the world is connected again. Offices restart, meetings resume, stores reopen digital systems, and workers return to their screens. Social apps come back to life, and within minutes people start scrolling, refreshing, replying, posting, and watching again. Across the planet, glowing network lines wrap around the world once more, and modern life reconnects. But one question remains after everything returns to normal. What did we just learn? If one day without internet causes this much chaos, are we too dependent on it? Hospitals, transport systems, banks, businesses, and governments all need digital communication to work smoothly. Backup systems help, but a global outage would still create pressure, delays, confusion, and real risk. So ask yourself, if the internet disappeared tomorrow, what would you miss first? Your messages, your money apps, your maps, your entertainment, or just the feeling of always being connected? Are we controlling the internet, or has the internet quietly started controlling us? Think about it. Could you survive one full day without the internet?